live session today. Today we have Mr. Dipendra Shringi, who is with us who is heading the EPC projects, an accomplished techno commercial expert, mechanical engineer with a proven record on project management and engineering, has about 20 years of experience. Welcome to the show, sir. Uh, Happy to have you on the show.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to have a good uh, to meet you.
Yes, sir. Uh, m- First topic is based on best practice and challenges in the global supply chain. I want to understand what are the key elements of a global supply chain strategy, because strategy has to be there in place first to have a global supply chain and best practices to be adhered. So, what would be the best effective supply chain strategy that is to be implemented, sir?
Yeah. Thank you for having me on this discussion part. And the challenge is like first and most important thing that one should take care of the company's objective. What is the company's objective regarding the supply? Companies have different objective. So first point is that, and second is that there are different suppliers who are located at different locations. So to dealing with this is a challenging task, and you have to match the delivery target also. So this is again challenge. Another challenge is the inventory part also, that you have to manage a sufficient inventory, and then it's just to be delivered before it get stocked out from the system. So these are different challenges now. It's geopolitical tensions also in different countries. So supply chains is facing that challenges, that delivery is not getting made at time, and we can't predict what's going on. Like uh, uh, we can't predict what will be the demand side when there is no forecast. So these are different challenges in the supply chain.
Okay. So how is that we ensure visibility and traceability across global supply chains, sir? How is that we ensure traceability? Predominantly traceability is what we wanted to look at.
Yeah, what we do, we don't call suppliers as suppliers. We call the partners,
Okay.
because whatever we are dealing with the clients, the same has to be the product, the quality should be from the suppliers. So we call it as partners, because they are partners in the supply side. So if we have very good relation with the suppliers, and if something is happening not as per the plan or expected, if delay their internal side or something, they can come up easily that there is some issue, and we can uh, put preventive action much before then it was worse. So first and most important thing is that you have very good relationship with the suppliers. That we use different internet of things with the equipment, so we can
Hmm.
trace that where this equipment is shipment is
Okay.
going on.
Okay.
Live location we can detect, and we can see that at what time it can reach to the site.
Okay.
So
So you are saying
this,
there is a live tracking that is there, and that is helping us to track where the consignment or these material is available, and we can have an online tracking system.
yes.
Oh, okay.
So we can trace that where the equipment and how much time will take, right?
Okay.
Because it's different paths we have to go. So uh, traceability is important, and by this latest technology, we can use that. We can sense about that traceability.
Okay. Okay. So what are the most effective technologies for optimizing global supply chain operations, sir? What are the technologies that we are using? You briefed about saying that there is an IoT that you have. There is an IoT which is there. There are smart devices that help you track. What are the other ways of looking at technologies?
Now we are using artificial intelligence, and we are adopting some ways that how it can help us.
Mm-hmm.
And we are using technology in warehouse so that we can use what is the stock level and what is the delivery time, and then we can before it's get empty out, we can buy out this product from market. And these are the valuable input we can get from the different platforms. So to learn that how much time it will take to reach to the warehouse.
Okay. So you are saying there are sufficient technologies that are there to have a tracking, and there is a monitoring that is there as part of the supply chain. And these technologies use real time analysis to give you the data. Plus, we are using the artificial intelligence by which it gives us a real time scenario of where the stock is there, how the inventory is getting managed, and it also triggers out that there is a inventory that is kept and managed using AI tools. That's what you're saying, sir?
Yes, and again, this is a continuous learning process. It's not that we can
Okay.
fix something and then we can see that now we have achieved it, because
Yeah.
we see that if we are not achieving 100%, then we can find out where we are missing and what is the reason behind that. So
Yes. Yes.
it's self corrections procedure by that we are going through.
Okay. Give me a sec. Sir, how do you mitigate risks associated to geographical instability in global supply chain, sir?
Yeah, when we are dealing with the suppliers across globe, we diversify suppliers. We don't depend on single suppliers, or even we don't depend on single reason. Like if
Okay.
you before COVID, all the clients was interested to purchase from China because of
Hmm.
the market capture. They have captured the market and the price level. So all the clients were interested to go to China, but now they are diversifying with to the other locations also. So if we
Okay.
have many suppliers in different zone, we can transfer. If something goes wrong, we can transfer that product to any other supplier in different region who can supply us easily.
Okay.
The first part is the production of that equipment or what we are purchasing. Second part is the logistics side also. We are not dependent on single route. We are finding out different routes so that if something goes wrong on that route, we can use a different channel, different route, so that our products cannot stuck up in between.
Okay.
Maybe it has some cost or maybe some time wise there's a delay, but we have plan B also ready with us if something goes wrong.
Okay.
Yeah,
So there you are following different routes that see earlier there was a dependency on a single route. Now we have multiple routes.
yeah.
We have multiple solutions for you to share or bring the required goods and pass it to various vendors if one side is blocked. That's what you're saying. Yeah.
Yes, because now market is changing and you know how things are coming up. There are different wars are going on, and we
Okay.
don't know what tomorrow we will face. So it's better that we prepare in advance so that if something comes up, we have plan B, plan C ready with us.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. uh, how can companies ensure compliance in international trade regulations and custom procedures, sir?
This is very important because when if
As we are importing material, so
yeah,
how do we maintain compliance? And customs have different rules for different countries, right? So how do we manage is what we want to understand.
yeah. So what we do, we make separate procedures and policies, and we line up all what are the regulations for different countries, and we track them. If something, if because country may change their rules and regulations, so we track them what's going on, and
Okay.
we revise that document, that yeah, it's the company has corrected some laws there, and then we write down on the papers, and it we circulate different all the departments, so that everybody should be aware.
For which item, what is the regulation, what is the goods that has to be purchased, there is a system that is in place where you circulate the updates
Yes,
to the.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Great.
and when we train to our staff, that they understand how these regulations is important, and they mesmerize that everything about what's going on in which country, and how we can manage that controls and these things.
Okay. Uh, See, while we have global supply chains, the cultures are different, right? So you have different cultures. You call people in a different style in India. You call people different style in China. The same way happens with UK and US. There's a different way of addressing people, and these cultures change. How do we manage the best practices for cultural differences in the global supply chain? Naren?
Yeah, when we are dealing with global suppliers and different stakeholders who are placed in different countries, this is going to be, happen that there's a cultural difference between these two different countries. So what we do, that whenever fellow is uh, engaged for work for different countries, we train them for their cultures and customs.
Okay.
So before involving the projects, they should know what are their uh, cultural difference between us and those country employees. We have some formal discussions, and in the same time we have informal discussions also, so that training is one part, but when we are discussing across the table and on daily basis, that we all celebrate Holi, this is a color of festival, so they know that what is the Holi and what is Diwali. Same way they also inform us that okay, yesterday was our holiday and we celebrated something, or then so this is when we discuss across table, then so we remember, it's not just training, but we are learning from their daily routines, that how things are going. And we have a number of meetings, we go there,
Mhm.
and then they also come to India, and they see by their eyes that how we are, what the ways we are celebrate our festivals and different things. This is a very good point for bonding point of view, because when you know their custom and cultures, and they know your all these things, then it's create a bonding.
Yeah.
So it's very essential, because it's create bonding, and then if utilizing this tool, it's very good for a long term.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sir, what are the strategies that can be employed to minimize lead times and improve overall supply chain efficiency on the global context, sir?
Yeah, what we do, generally we choose CCC companies, cost competitive countries, for the products or items. But our preference is what is the nearest source of that product. If it is in Europe,
Sir, Vijay has joined. Thank you for joining, Vijay.
Hello,
Yeah,
Dipendra.
go ahead, sir.
Hello, Prem.
Right. Yes, sir.
yeah.
Sorry.
So what we do, we try to purchase that product from the nearest area.
Okay.
So it help us to reduce the logistic cost, and it's minimize the time.
Hmm.
And we keep minimum stock in the warehouse, and we continuously watch how things are moving. If something is, and then we can classify what is the critical item, late delivery item, and then when we classify these items, we put more focus on the critical items and less focus on the items which are not so critical.
Now, coming into the inventory, now we'll have to look at cost optimization. How there could be same material which is manufactured by different vendors, right?
Yeah.
How do you balance cost optimization with sustainability goals in global supply chain? Because everybody has the same product, but how is that we manage cost optimization is what we want to understand from the.
Just I said earlier also that we treat supply as a partners.
Okay.
So we regularly ask and discuss what they are doing to for the sustainability point of view. What what they are doing for to reduce CO2 emissions. Like they
Okay.
have fleet of they transporting the products, how they are managing the transportation, whether they are using electric vehicles, and if they are using electrical, how many electrical vehicles are there, what is their schedule, how they are managing their schedule. So uh, both is important. Cost optimization because business is in function because of the cost effectiveness is also important to make a good future. So we line up with the suppliers that whatever they are doing in their production house workshop, they are aware about the sustainability, and they are taking all the actions to match the target.
Vijay, over to you.
Yeah. Uh, Thank you, Dipendra. So, I would like to understand what role does data analytics, because nowadays everybody are running behind data analytics, AI and ML, right? So, data analytics, predictive modeling, play in optimizing global supply chain performance.
When we are using data analytics, we can see inventory levels. We can use how things are moving in the warehouse, and it's not that single point from its manufacturing to its end customer. There are different warehouses, so we can see stock in every warehouse that how things are moving. So we can see at a center place that what is the item which we need immediate basis, and what we can plan later on. Data for future forecast, because we can see history of that product, how product is selling in the market, and how it's different weather conditions, if there's an impact on the that product. So help us to for future forecast also.
How do you effectively collaborate with global suppliers and partners to achieve mutual goals and objectives?
Yeah, we believe in transparency with the suppliers, because suppliers are our partners. So we transfer our objective and plan with the suppliers that how we are going with these things, and then supplier help us to deliver the product in right quality product in right time to the different vendors or maybe clients.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
for your insights.
Yeah.
Prem sir, over to you.
Yeah.
Uh, how do we effectively collaborate? That we had that discussion. I think you have given that collaboration part. What are the main challenges that we face while having a end-to-end visibility in global supply chain, and how can that be addressed?
The problem with supply chain is there's a huge data, and there are
Okay.
different platforms. So there's a challenge that how these different platforms can be connected and bring all the data on the single platform so that we can uh, get a clear view from this data. So there's this a big challenge and we are working on it. That how we can come up to get a complete data on a single platform, so it can help us for future predictions and uh, time-based decisions.
Okay. You rightly said is that integrating, and there is things that has to happen for you to have the effective platforms, because many of the platforms are different from what you use, and that integration takes a lot of time is what you're saying. And how is that we, with this diverse inventory platforms, how do we maintain or manage effective inventory across locations from a global supply chain management? Because every location has its own inventory, then you'll have to see what is there. So how is that effectively we manage with this integration being a challenge, one part, and the other thing is you have lot of, when it becomes supply chain, each location becomes a pointer for them to have sufficient stock in the inventory. So how is that tracked and how is it managed, is what we want to understand, Dipendra.
What we do, we use a centralized system. And
Okay.
centralized system, we can see on different locations how things are moving, and what is the distance between two warehouse and different locations, and what is the route plan. So when we have a centralized system, we can see everything on the same platform. That where's the challenge, and we can, before the problem becomes a more challenging task, we resolve timely. So we are using a centralized system to manage the stock, so that before it's get empty out, we timely take action, and it's and the logistic time also we consider in this, because there are distance between two locations, and it has to be reached before it's get empty out. So we consider logistic also in these calculations.
Okay. Vijay.
Yeah. Thank you, Dipendra, for that.
Yeah.
What are the implications? We do use lots of technologies, right? So, what are the implications of emerging technologies such as blockchain, IoT, for global supply chain management?
Yeah, like blockchain is a, we can trace what has happened. It's give us a platform that we can make a smart contract with the different suppliers. So blockchain can help us on different ways to record the contract and better for documentations. Another technology we are using on Internet of Things. So what we do, we put different sensors, RFIDs, and GPS on the our with our consignment, so we can trace where the product is going. So we can predict that at what time it will reach to the site. So it gives us the exact location of the equipment with status also. We can see that the packing is fixed and is not diluted, or how things are moving in the shipment. So these are the tactics we are using. Artificial is also helping, but it's emerging, and we are working out that how we can use it in our ways which can help us to manage our supply chain systems.
Okay, in supply global supply chains, how can companies ensure resilience and agility in their global supply chains to respond to unexpected disruptions?
Yeah, earlier, if you see before COVID-19, there was not a big challenge about it. But now, after COVID-19 and the wars are going on between Russia and Ukraine, and then again Hamas and Israel. So, what we do, we diversify our supplier base. We don't depend on single reason or different suppliers. So, if something goes wrong, even when we evaluate suppliers, it's not just what is the lowest supplier and we go with that. We make complete list for at least three suppliers. So if something goes wrong with the suppose A suppliers, we can easily shift to second supplier. So we diversify the suppliers, and now in transportation and logistic also, we are using different modes and route to reach to the consumer side, so that if there is some issue with the route what we have utilizing, we can switch over to another route and another ways of transportation, uh, so that the um, issue we can resolve immediately. Yeah.
Yep.
Sir, what are the strategies employed to optimize transport and logistics in global supply chain while minimizing environmental impact, sir? See, global logistics is predominantly transport, right? Moving equipment from one place to another or any goods to one place. How do we look at having minimize environmental impact is what we want to understand from a logistical supply chain per se.
Yeah, yeah. We discussed with the transportators what they are using, wha-
Okay.
what the vehicle they are using, what the route they are using.
Okay.
So if they are aware and what is the best route and what is the best method, so we choose who is more uh, environment friendly. What is their plan? Maybe as we are discussing today, and things are moving fast. So we we ask also with the transporters that what is their plan for next 5 years. If suppose they are using electric vehicles, how many electrical vehicles they are planned for next 5 years?
Okay.
What is their plan to go another different ways to use? And it's better if they use rail rather than road transport, because road transport consume more pollution to environment rather than rails. So there are different methods we ask to the transporters, and based on that we select the transporter which is good for environment.
Okay. Vijay, sir,
Yeah.
any thoughts that you want to share? My pointers are done. If you have any thoughts or any case study that you want to explain or tell, it would be happy for us, sir. We've come to the pointers. I had listed out few pointers which I wanted to talk to you. I got that pointers addressed. Anything that you want to have from a global supply chain or a procurement or anything that you want to add or put your thoughts there, we are open for that now, sir.
What I suggest that in every business, agility and flexibility is very important. uh,
Okay.
we know we are in a in the situation that everything is we can't predict what will happen tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So if
Okay.
we have inbuilt system which can sustain that whatever happens in future, so our aim is that we make a system which is more agile, more flexible, and it's not a single employee job. It's
Hmm.
from top to bottom. Everybody should think what the action they can take if something is goes not as per the plan,
Okay.
because we are planning on the paper and we have something we do even simulations, like we have project in the US, and this is 2 year project and we have to supply items something, and when we are not sure about the next month, or we can't say about 2 years, so we simulate all the scenarios, and then we simulate on the system. They
Okay.
suppose, for example, by any reason there's issue on the transportation side, then what we will do, and what will be the impact on cost and time side if something happen.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
so we have the planning, and we have the impact also, that
Hmm.
project may get delayed. If something happen, then it may take 2 years or one more year for project execution. So if
Hmm.
something happen, we can inform to client, see now situation is going other side, what we have not planned, and this of these happenings, the project can delay by 6 months or 1 year, because we have
Okay.
already prepared about that situation. So what I
Hmm.
suggest for, it's not for supply chain or projects, or but nowadays when we are working these circumstances, it's better to think about that agility and flexibility, and utilize it in for every actions what we take in our organizations.
Vijay, you have any thoughts or questions that you have with Dipendra sir?
Yes. Nowadays, I see warehouse as a service is getting trend, right? So I would like to hear from you. What are the pros and cons of insourcing and outsourcing of a warehouse as a service?
Yeah, it's depend upon situation to situation. uh, Different states, their governing practices, and even government also support at some of the locations. So we can't generalize these things, but definitely when we go for the product purchasing or manufacturing of that product, we ask offer from suppliers, and we see where we are and where the suppliers are.
Hmm.
So we can judge also in our product also, either whether our lead time is more or whether our manufacturing cost is more. Then it gives us chance to rethink that where we are going wrong, and what is the change in our uh, production facility required. So we are deciding that, okay, because some of the equipments we manufacture and some we purchase from outside.
Yeah, thank you, Dimendra, for your great insights. Yeah, that's what I learned from you. The IoT, RFID, GPS, or emerging technologies now, and yeah, thank you for sharing the insights, and thank you, Prem. Thank you, Dipendra. Thank you, audience. We would like to conclude the session with this, and we'll come up with the next session by next week. Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you.
Thank you, Vijay. What we have discussed, what is available in now today, what we are utilizing, but market is changing fast. So we maybe in the next discussion we are discussing new technology or something new idea which are helping us. Thank you. Thank you
Absolutely.
for having me.
Thank you, sir.